with Pedro is about integrating him into the factory team. Much more involved in development. That means you can steer left and right, but he can also steer wrong. You have to understand very wisely how to use this tool to make your bike. It's clear. I mean, he had an overwhelming rookie season. It's like a honeymoon. And then the reality kicked in of how difficult it is to get this last percentage off. And we also found some limitations that were definitely there. So it's not just about him adapting to something. We did not convince. He has to convince himself, and he did. Honestly, technically, our 25 season has started already in 24 because we anticipated some of our changes, our updates. We brought a different frame, we brought a quite different aero concept in the end of last season. First tests after the winter break. It seemed to come together well with all the riders, very similar comments, similar improvements in the data. But then in the first race, we saw that it was finally not as clear as it seemed in the winter tests. And then the next turn happened basically when we came to Europe. From there on, we had a test program, we had a direction where to go. And this seemed to come better and better until end of the first half, until the last race, which was a very good success for us in Brno. And meanwhile, we had worked on some other updates that we brought then right after the summer break. It's our home race at the same time. It was a challenging situation, and I'm so relieved and happy how it worked out. And now we kind of want to consolidate this situation, understand what we can get out of this package. The aero, it is big. The character of the bike changed quite a bit. The bike is easier to handle. It works well in the wheelie and it turns better. Now we start to see the old brat. Last year we had a new rear tire generation. The front was not solid anymore. And for his riding style, that was something he had to rely on so much. And if that's not there, you have to completely reinvent yourself. And it's something that we all together had to learn. But I think there was also a technical answer with his last update in Spielberg. It looks like, especially for him, that made a big difference. So he can come back to his old strengths. He didn't have to reinvent himself as much as he thought. We had two riders joining the squad with a huge experience, coming from different backgrounds. We know our bike is not the easiest to ride, this is for sure. It's clear every rider first has to be comfortable ergonomically, then he has to be comfortable with the bike behavior, and then he has to understand how to make the best out of it. It's these 3 steps, and for sure for Enea this first step took longer. For Maverick that was actually in Argentina where this part clicked. And of course what you don't see directly, how much this affects the other riders. The riders understood from those new riders what other things you can do on the bike, what can also be fast. And then to set up the bike and tune it for making this possible, or also for you, was sure also a big contribution to our progress. Even if there would be only one Ducati bike out there, the results are very different depending who's sitting on it. It's clear Marc is doing something very special. Honestly, I'm quite happy that he's a reference again, because he has been our reference from 2016 on. We have studied him so much, it made our development process probably a little bit easier, or benchmarking a little bit easier. So what is the benchmark Ducati? I think we can just focus on ourselves. We have to first fight to be in the first non-Ducati manufacturer. And this is our realistic and clear target for this season.